did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did.
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He's brought down by Shaq.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Cousins gives way to Cook. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First down, Bridgewater. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Bridgewater. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Second down at the 45-yard line.
Second and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll run for the first time with Trenton Cannon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, but now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here.
2nd and 9.
last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 45-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Turner. That'll be complete to Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They go play action. Cousins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go again. 54, Mike, 54, Mike. Check, block 54, block 54. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Yo. One set. Check, Mike, 54.
Play action now. Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Listen to me. 58, come on. Touchdown, defense. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. 58 is the mic, 58.
They'll throw again. Cousins uncorks one for Davis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Again, it's Cousins. And that is going to be incomplete. Or it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over. Right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Quick tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Anthony Barr brought him down. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Vikings nothing.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Bridgewater. That's complete to Trenton Cannon, the running back. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Thomas the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air, but I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice, because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part, because now you've given hope to the offense, maybe help create a big play for them instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Christian McCaffrey.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
On third down, Bridgewater. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 10 yards out. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Rico Gafford, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Still 15 yards to go, second down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Kevin Pierre-Louis gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
And it's third down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
And out.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. So a special teams mistake on a long punt return.
And think about the momentum that leaks out after that play, right? It's built up, terrific return, everyone's excited, but that flag on the ground can bring it way, way back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
At the Vikings' 45-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Bridgewater, quick throw out wide to Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
3-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Cousins to throw it this time. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Cousins
A big play there. 79 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
For the point after.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Check pass. Check pass. Check.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Catch here, left side, Thomas. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
3 down. 6 down. Check 6 down. 5 down.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's good for a Carolina first. Bridgewater to Moore.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Kick off for Minnesota.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
36.
Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
The ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
54 Mike. Delta. Switch.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The handoff.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Bridgewater going to get it out quickly to Moore. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Check. Watch 54. Big stop, D. Find out. Check.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run on first down with Cannon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
54 is Mike.
From the 22, Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. It's Cannon. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Watch the screen. Jim. Delta.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
7-yard pickup. Brings
from the 6 now on 2nd and 3. On the carry, it's Cannon. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Trenton Cannon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. And this one complete to Gafford. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
58, right? No, easy, easy. 58, right there. It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time. 58, boys. 58. 58. Come on. You don't want nothing, baby. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want to. 58's the money. 58's the money. Good route here. Watch the screen. And 58 is the money.
Cousins again. And he comes back with one complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
12 yards on the play, but it's third down.
One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. To the air again, it's Cousins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll run with Cook. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the Panthers' 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Panther fullback try and push the pile. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. Cook, they'll try and run it. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
31, Vikings 15. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Number 22.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
He was brought down by...
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A quick throw by Bridgewater, and that's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw, Cousins. And he'll find Hall. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the gun, Turner. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Off the play fake, Turner. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Responsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his